The following is an excerpt from, For the Hell of It, 13 Spine-Tingling Tales of Terror, by Cranny T. Boy. Only a handful of copies were ever produced, and some believe an original and complete copy of the collection no longer exists. I dedicated the past several years of my life tracking down the 13 short stories. My quest led me across all 7 continents until now. Finally, I present to you an audio reading of each of the 13 tales. Be warned. They're not for the easily spooked.
You've most likely heard of the hit reality television show Big Brother on CBS, but do you recall the most famous contestant of all? It was me. I was on the show Big Brother. Julie Chen will tell you it didn't happen. I still get together with Julie on a regular basis. She writes me my check and tells me never to speak of the incident. The summer I spent alone and afraid inside the Big Brother house. I was as excited as anyone would be to be invited to the Big Brother house. I gathered all of my hair gel and logo-free clothing and set out for the big house. I noticed something was off when I arrived and there weren't any other contestants. But I thought maybe it was their big twist that season. Looking back, I should have realized immediately that something deeply sinister was afoot, when I learned that none of the electricity in the house worked. I had been too eager and excited at the time to care. To be honest, I was sort of glad at first to have the house to myself. If I had things my way, every shopping mall and every Menards or Home Depot would be completely devoid of humans. Just me and my skateboard. The ultimate male fantasy. I spent the first 2 weeks just walking around the house and just laying on the couch. If I tried to whistle or even hum, a voice would come over the loudspeaker and say, "Please stop that." Sometimes that would make me so mad. I kept waiting for the other contestants to show up. And then the hunger started. I hadn't been given any food or drink since I entered the home and I was growing weary. I put my face up to each of the 87+ cameras in the home and repeated, "Please feed me." No answer. It was then that I began humming any Taylor Swift song I could think of. When they asked me to stop, I would simply start humming another one. If Taylor ever got wind of this happening, she would demand royalties and CBS would not stand for that. Finally, after I hummed over 23 Taylor Swift songs, a voice came over the loudspeaker. It was Julie Chen. She said, "We are sending you food." I was so happy I could hardly wait to see what they were feeding me. The door swung open, and in walked a burly man with the word, "Food," written on his shirt. They wanted me to eat the man. 2 days passed and the man didn't move a muscle. I started to eat the furniture and even my own clothes. I refused to eat the man. I must have been asleep when the man finally left. I was put through rigorous challenges and forced to play strange games. When 3 months had finally passed, the front door of the house opened and I was greeted by an audience of excited viewers. Julie Chen asked me if I learned anything from the experience. I said no.